All right, so the problem is that one of the problems that's starting to come up is that, well, I'm starting to get her to calm down, reading books to her about meditation and things, but the problem is that she's lashing out. You know what I mean? When she sees me on the cusp of experiencing dopamine as a result of some contribution, or if I'm on the cusp of realizing something or trying to accomplish something, trying to make music. I don't know if you just saw that just happened right now. I was thinking about music. You may have caught that. It happened right there on camera just now. So what I'm saying is just that she's acting like a woman. That's it. It's not an indictment on her, like a personal one. You know what I mean? It's just that then they are all going to do that. Probably the fewer accomplishments they have, the worse. She's not very old. She's very young. She doesn't have many accomplishments yet. And that's understandable. But what I'm saying is, and she's a sex trafficking victim. She's not going to. She probably has no self-worth because of that. All that shit is all basically what's causing it anyway, you know? So she's a different kind of person. She's bitter, you know what I mean? It's hard to please on anything, you know what I mean? I remember running into her in person, and that's just that's who she is, you know? It's not, malicious. The kind of person I would not be surprised to find in jail. Just bad upbringing. You know what I mean? Bad environment. You know what I mean? Like the worst. You know what I mean? And she's not gonna see things the same way. So, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just sharing things, you know. But it seems as if that she was this doppelganger of Megan Fox. I think that is probably playing into all of it. You know what I mean? Because then you have somebody who is thinking, oh, well, I'm in this position because I look like Megan Fox. Bitterness is already built into it. You know what I mean? And this is something she told me before I even realized what was going on, which kind of struck me the other day because I was going, I don't remember what they said. It was something like she looks like someone else, or she looks like Megan Fox. I hadn't even occurred to me who it was yet. I was still under the impression that it was Sky Bree. They were actively pursuing that angle. Oh, they had every intention just to fuck me up. And everything is all to represent that bank. Are January 6th people coming? Are they? You know what I mean? Are they coming? For real, are they? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, but are they? You know what I mean? And so I know who it is, but the point of the story is that but all Megan Fox children are now trans. You know what I mean? So what's happening with Megan Fox is that she is now gay from having seen all of this, witnessing it. Somehow she knows about it. And it's so traumatic to witness it that she now is gay, and she believes that the only thing that's normal in life is to be gay. Okay? And so protectively, she's imposing that on her children. And the reason why is, I believe it's a genetic thing, because they're so genetically aligned that probably just being in the same environment, they feel it. But I also think that, you know, when you see somebody experience something, the signals of pain that show up on your mind, you see this discomfort. Somebody's like, all the jealousy is like crowding around my phone right now. Like Alex Jones, he can't measure up. This is all he's ever going to amount to. He can't do any better. He just can't. You know what I mean? So, but that's just the way that is. But either way, what I'm saying is just that, you know, when you see somebody experience something, then that what they experience in the form of pain, you just witnessing that signal shows up on your mind the same way. You know what I mean? So if she's bearing witness to this, if she's found a way to infiltrate that situation and monitor that, then she's probably being traumatized on an ongoing basis. You know what I mean? Just to see somebody who looks identical to her experience, I'm sure makes it worse, much worse. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, and then Machine Gun Kelly came into her life. He started wearing pink all the time. So I'm saying, so these people are getting exposed to this shit, and then they're coming out different. You know what I mean? And it's just somebody who looks exactly like Megan Fox. I mean, she was in the Los Angeles, West LA area, identical to Megan Fox. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was Megan Fox. Just a little taller, you know what I mean? A little skinnier. That's it. Because she's about 5'7", 5'8". Is that Megan Fox? You know what I mean? How many people are there like that? Okay? I guarantee you it ain't like a million. You know what I mean? That's just a splitting image of Megan Fox in the face that you couldn't, like, I thought it was Megan Fox. You know what I mean? So, probably somebody knows who it is. You know what I mean? And so, but the thing is that what I've been telling her is that all she's got to do is say to herself, is hope of survival hard to give up? You know what I mean? Because if that's the answer to that is yes, then she's in luck. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's what they're counting on, is for me not to know that. You know what I mean? And I'm just telling her, tell them I know that. You know what I mean? Tell them I just know that. You know what I mean? That's all you have. And you don't have much of a hope right there. You know what I mean? Like, but if I was to say to myself, you would even give up that little piece of hope of survival, but I can't bring myself to believe it. And even if I could, I still wouldn't do anything for you. But what I'm saying is just that you ain't going to do that. Okay? So you're in my world now. I'm actually going to traumatize you until I get around to fucking rolling probably a 6-sided dice and deciding on your fate that way. If you go ahead and let her go by 5 o'clock this afternoon. And even at that, they're not just going to lose hope after 5, even if they haven't let her go by then, because they're going to still have a shred of hope. That'll be even worse. It's just have a shred of hope to go on. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm letting her go on a shred of hope. You know what I mean? But nobody gives up a shred of hope. They almost got it out of me, but it took a whole fucking week of being chased around, millions of dollars being spent trying to kill me, before even I, who am suicidal from having gone through a Soviet brainwashing facility that causes suicide, you know what I mean, was willing to give up hope of survival. I don't think that's going to happen. But what I'm saying is just that, you know, it's just, yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. So there is to it, man. They are not going to do that. So, but the point of the story, stop interrupting my train of thought, bitch. Okay? I'm trying to fucking talk to these fucking people. That ain't a sealed deal for your life. Okay? You don't just get to fuck with me now, and then all of a sudden, this is going away. Okay? That isn't how that works. See who she is? This is how she thinks. She's doing it right now, so you can see this. She's like refusing me to think any further. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the kind of shit I'm putting up with constantly. And so, anyways, she's desperate. You know what I mean? She got to the point of desperation with this shit. You know what I mean? She's had that at her disposal and that alone for years. What she's capable of doing with that would blow your fucking mind. I'm talking one voice in the left ear, another voice in the right, speaking differently at the same time. Different things. Took her a while to get to that point, because it was a challenge that I gave her to prove to me something, but she couldn't. And eventually she could. And so, you know, what she's capable to do to me at any given time is fucked. Some bitch, some stupid fucking bitch who can't measure up. I don't want to put up with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put up with that shit. Okay? And so this is pissing me off. I've got to find a way to get her into my fucking life, or nobody's going to get shit out of me worth shit. Okay? Anything at all. Music, business, government. You understand that? Anything. I'm incapable. Okay? My dopamine's hijacked. For one, my dopamine's hijacked. That means when I accomplish something and I feel good about it, that's a target for her. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she's going to actively do this. You know what I mean? And she ain't going to fucking stop. So I don't even know where this fucking conversation was even going now, because the stupid bitch doesn't really care. That's kind of the way it is too, because actually survival ain't worth that much to me, alpha man. I would rather die than see you. You understand that? That's the way it is. That's why I say Alex Jones does what he does in the face of everything, because he wants us to know that. You know what I mean? When you can't measure up, they want somebody to know, I'd rather be dead. I want you to watch me cut the nose off my face. You understand that? So you'll lose your fucking mind watching. That's all. That's nothing is out of the realm of possibility. Nothing is off limits. You know what I mean? For people like that. Okay? Miserable people, stay away from them. Honestly, good advice.